Welcome back. I hope you are doing well. Stay healthy by eating potassium-rich foods. Do you get enough potassium in your diet? The overwhelming majority of Americans fail to get enough of this valuable nutrient on a daily basis. In fact, less than 2% of the population is getting the recommended daily allowance of 4,700 milligrams of potassium from the food that they eat. Most people in the U.S. are potassium deficient, purely because they do not eat enough plants. This is quite worrisome. Also, studies support the need for a balanced relationship between sodium and potassium. It appears that the daily intake of sodium chloride, salt, is about 3 times higher than the daily intake of potassium. Sodium is the principal ion in the fluid outside of cells, while potassium is the principal ion in the fluid inside of cells. Therefore, the balance or equilibrium is so necessary for these minerals. Our ancient ancestors got about 11,000 milligrams of potassium a day and about 700 milligrams of sodium. This equates to nearly 16 times more potassium than sodium. Compare that to the American Standard Diet, where daily potassium consumption averages about 2,500 milligrams, along with 3,600 milligrams of sodium. Potassium is an essential nutrient that is needed for a variety of cellular processes, maintaining electrolyte balance, and is imperative to the function of important organs like your heart and kidneys. The human body uses potassium for a number of different functions, including muscle building, metabolism, heart function, and muscle function. Potassium can be found in varying amounts across the food spectrum. Most fruits and vegetables contain a noteworthy amount of potassium, though certain kinds obviously contain more than others. Even meats and other types of dairy products feature this valuable mineral. How to optimize your sodium-to-potassium ratio. To easily determine your sodium-to-potassium ratio every day, you can use a free app like chronometer.com that will easily allow you to enter the foods you eat and painlessly make this calculation for you. Or, I will be posting a link to a potassium food list. To make counting potassium easier, potassium milligrams have been converted to potassium points. So how do you ensure you get these two important nutrients in more appropriate ratios? First, ditch all processed foods, which are very high in processed salt and low in potassium and other essential nutrients. Eat a diet of whole, unprocessed foods, ideally organic and locally grown, to ensure optimum nutrient content. This type of diet will naturally provide much larger amounts of potassium in relation to sodium. When using added salt, use a natural salt. Himalayan salt may be the most ideal, as it contains lower sodium and higher potassium levels compared to other salts. I will also post a link to my other video on salt alternatives. Here are some potassium-rich foods that you can eat to help you meet your body's potassium needs. We have avocados, spinach, sweet potatoes, coconut water, banana, yogurt. We also have white beans, dark leafy greens, dried apricots, baked acorn squash, fish, and mushrooms. There are obviously more foods than this. Please see links below. Also a tip, the potassium is twice as high in green vegetables. Adults should aim to get 4,700 milligrams of potassium a day. Potassium is contained in some multivitamin preparations and supplements, although it may not be easily available to the body in this form. Too much potassium usually from supplements, can be dangerous, so try to get your intake from healthy eating unless a doctor says otherwise. Overall, potassium is a very important nutrient. Thank you for watching. Good day and good health.